And today we're thinking about releasing or being released from something. And we've recently been reminded on the TV, of course, of the dark days of slavery in the Americas. People were rounded up and transported to an alien world with an alien culture. On the plantations, they were viewed as stock and probably treated worse than other stock, such as cattle. They had no rights, and even their children were not their own. Occasionally, a slave, of course, would be given his or her freedom and all that went with it. He or she was released from bondage. What a tsunami of emotion that must have released. They were free to lead a life of fulfillment and increasing self-belief. On a smaller scale, we can experience a real sense of release when, for example, we have a hip replacement and released from constant pain, or perhaps manage to pay off a debt and that dark cloud hovering over us is removed. Easter also celebrates a time when it became possible to be released from the fear and guilt felt by so many. In the past, much of the relationship between a person and their God could feel repressive. God was seen mainly as a judge, a person with the power to punish. Some angel was charged with recording your credits and debits. Perhaps scores were kept, like the points on your driving license, and go over the limit at your peril. From the life of Jesus, we see a new view of the coming together of God and man. You may well have been told of the story of God walking with Adam and Eve at the beginning of everything, at peace in the Garden of Eden. In Jesus, we see that repeated, but not in that peaceful garden, but in the muddled world of religious pride, not to mention, of course, Roman occupation. Jesus, made his points by what he did. He broke the rules, he avoided convention, he dined with crooks, he chatted with the enemy, he refused to condemn people who were seen to have broken God's law. He healed the physical illness, but he also joyed in releasing people from a sense of endless guilt and, of course, low esteem that goes with it. He opened up a chance for peace and true fulfillment by all that happened on that first Easter weekend.